Well, to be honest, I never had the goal of opening up a cafe. It was actually an opportunity that came to me from a friend. And I'd been living the low carb lifestyle for about 7 years. And I knew I wanted to do something with it, with low carb, with keto. I wanted to make a living out of it essentially. And I didn't know in what shape, what form that would take. But then the opportunity presented itself. And I said, you know what? Yeah, this makes sense. I could totally do it. And I just jumped right in. So that was kind of how it started.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have like any other branches here in Calgary?
No. With everything happening, definitely not. This was the one and only. It was a restaurant before, so a keto restaurant, quick service cafe. But with everything happening now, the current world situation, we have to kind of shift gears, and pivot and look at different opportunities. So the business is morphing quickly.
So what separates Cafe Wisk from any other business out there with like any coffee shop or like?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, as a coffee shop, we were the one and only, I think one of two in the entire country that were keto, 100%. So everything we make is grain-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, and soy-free. It's all very low carb, and nobody anywhere, I think except Grand Prairie, is doing that, right? Ontario has a few bakeries, but a full-on coffee shop with paninis like we had and hot soups was not really a thing. So we were kind of, trailblazers in the food industry as far as doing something keto. So, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really see a lot of like keto restaurants.
There aren't
So
any.
like even cafe. So
There's none.
this is actually when Joseph was like, I was like, we have that in Calgary.
Because you've been here before, right? You guys came once.
I did with a different friend.
Oh, with a different friend, yeah. You kind of look familiar now. Yeah, I mean, like, you go anywhere and you can have, there's keto options. Like, you can, when I say keto options, if you go to a restaurant and you order a steak, that's technically keto. Right? So a lot of it is just marketing. So a lot of these restaurants have things that are technically keto, but they're just not marketing it as keto. Whereas here, it's not pick and choose. It's literally everything on the menu was keto friendly, or is keto friendly. Our desserts, our soups, our sandwiches, our drinks, and nobody had 100% keto geared menu, right? There's always only little options here.
Yeah,
like menus, we have a keto menu and they have like a burger, a keto burger, and another thing, right? But we have everything keto. The whole purpose was to cater to the keto low carb community, right? To help them make it a sustainable lifestyle, especially now with the desserts that I have, my famous Leanbacks and the Halo bun. It's definitely going to be a huge game changer.
So like with the current climate with COVID-19,
yeah.
and how has it affected Cafe Wisk, and how did you adapt to the whole pandemic?
Well, I still remember it felt like it was doomsday. It was back in March, I think.
Yeah, March.
Back in March, and I actually shut the place down for a week because I needed to think of a new game plan. Essentially, with our seating area here being super small, I only had like 4 or 5 tables, and with social distancing, I literally would be able to have maybe 3 people in here, which makes no sense. That's what it is to be an entrepreneur, right? You just gotta roll with the punches, because if you don't, you lose.
Right.
You lose everything you invest in. That's not something I'm gonna do, right? So.